Hello students, I'm Mr. Gonzalez, your teacher. Today I want to talk about the topic job opportunities. This is a very interesting topic because you will be a professional. You're studying now to be a teacher, nurse, whatever. Depend on you what job do you like to study. What I want is that you express job intention using will and going to with appropriate time expressions. Use modals can, can't, and first conditional if clauses to discuss personal abilities and job opportunities in work-related situations. Participate in a mock job interview with polite expressions and correct pronunciation. Can, can't. So here, students, I want you to answer this question. What's your dream job? Tell me. You want to be a pilot, flight attendant, receptionist, teacher, nurse, police, musician? What will you be in the future? So use your mind, your imagination to see who will you be in your future because you're studying to be a professional. So try to fill this work web with different job around this job. There's a doctor, he write every occupation you know for your team job because you may have 1 to 3 options. So try to write it here. So when we talk about future tense, there are two ways to talk about the future. Will is the link to the future. Is an auxiliary which refers to spontaneous decisions. If you want to make a quick decisions, you have to use will. It is raining, I will get the umbrella. So you realize that it's raining, so you have to cover yourself with the umbrella. Promises and offers. If you have a girlfriend, you can promise that you will do something in the future. I will call you when I arrive. So it is a promise. Prediction based on opinion. When you have opinion, in your opinion, in my opinion, I think, I consider. So you have to use I will. I'm sure you will love this movie. It's his personal opinion. It's not a fact. So the fourth says formal statements. The president will visit the city next week. This is an announcement because the newspaper already mentioned that the president prepared a plan to visit the city next week. So now let's see that going to is different because it's used for plan future actions. I'm going to study medicine at the university. This is a plan future before ahead of time. So maybe some of you have already choose a career. So you may say, I'm going to study English at university. Now we have the second intentions. What intention? She's going to start a new job next month. This is an intention. The number three is similar but different to the will in the prediction, but because this is based on evidence. Evidence are fact, something that you can check that is true. For example, it says, look at those clouds. It's going to rain because you are looking at the clouds. If you raise your head, you can see the clouds above. So because it's going to rain, we normally say, "Oh, it's cloudy. It's going to rain today because it's getting dark." So this is based on evidence. Arrange plans. When you have arranged plans, 2 days, 3 days ago, so you use going to. We're going to visit grandma this week. This week, arrange plans so you know what you want to do. You use your schedule and you check your plan. Will, spontaneous decision or predictions. Both going to and will make predictions, but the first will base its prediction on opinion, the second on evidence. I'm going to work as a nurse next year. This is intentions. Once again, time expressions refer to the word phrases that indicate the start of the time from 1723 to 1759, since until Friday 2 years ago. We use it to refer to the time in the past, to say something happened, how long a situation lasts. This is commonly used in different time tenses. So we have here tomorrow, next week, next year, soon, in the future. In the future, I will be a doctor. In the future, I will marry you. For example, this is a promise. At the end of this month, we will finish the career. For example, we also have polite expressions when we want to express our desire, uh, our opinions, our likes. For example, I would like to apply for. This is useful for interview when you want to say that you want to get a position. For example, a receptionist. Could you give me more information? It's useful to ask questions because when you ask too much question, you are clear about what you're going to be doing. May I ask a question? This is a formal way to ask the boss. You can answer, I'm interested in the position of. You mentioned that job. What do you want this job? This is a question that interviewer can ask you as an applicant. You have to answer with motivation, with reasons. Now we have the modals can, can't. I can speak English and French. This is used for ability. What can you do? You can speak two languages. So you say, I speak English and French. I can't work on weekends. This is to refer that you're not able, and I can't work on weekends. List 3 things you can do in a job or 1 thing you can't. As a student, you can do your homework. You can study at home. You can gain good work, get good work. Um, the other thing that I cannot do is you can't copy. You can copy from your classmates. When there's an exercise, you cannot copy. So now let's pay attention to the word that is. Um, Let me go back. Okay. Here we have if clauses. If clauses is used when you want to set a condition. We use first conditional and it has two clauses. Look up here. Two clauses means that there are two sentences and two verbs. Here, this present simple versus the will. This is the structure. If plus present simple, will plus verb. If I get the job, I will move to the city. This is the present simple here. Then the future tense. There's two sentences. That's why it is said that it has two clauses, conditional sentences. Here you see, if I study hard, I will pass the interview. This is a condition. This is the condition, future condition, future consequence. So pay attention to the comma here. We put comma because there are two clauses. Clauses divided by the pronouns. Here we have a sample of role play. Role play is an activity that we can use for you to develop your language skill speaking. Here you have to prepare in pairs so you can practice this or create new role play. You can use this as sample. Good morning, please have a seat. This is the interviewer. Applicant, good morning, thank you. Interview, let's begin. Can you tell me more about yourself? Applicant, sure. My name is Ana Morales. I recently graduated with a degree in business administration and I've worked part-time as a customer service assistant for 2 years. I'm passionate about helping people and solving problems. If you pay attention to the role play, it starts with a formal greeting, a polite greeting, and polite question. And the applicant is giving her full name. She says Ana Morales, and she's explaining what she studied. She studied business administration. So she also mentioned the experience she had as a customer service assistant for 2 years, given time. And she said that she is passionate about helping people and solving problems. So the interview said, great, what job are you going to apply for? I'm applying for the position of receptionist at your company. And when and why do you want this job? This is the hardest question, but if you can answer, you can say, I want this job because give your reasons. You have to say, I love people, people person, for example. You can say this to convince, to persuade the interviewer. Here you can see the checklist to see if it's appropriate, proper greeting. They both use good morning, formal greeting. They avoid using informal greetings like what's up. This is no formal. Introduce self clearly. We read that she said Ana Morales stated education. She said that she studied business administration, shared work experience. She mentioned that she studied for 2 years. Expressed personal qualities. She said she is passionate. Identified job applied for. She mentioned receptionist. So you have to fulfill this according to your desire, your dream job. Give reasons for interest. Use polite expression, spoke clearly and fluently, pronounce word clearly, show confidence, maintain role play format. You have to follow this. And here you find the comments about the role play. So I want to close this lesson with a mini poster about your future job plans. You have to use this format: your full name, job I want, what job, nurse, receptionist, where I will work, at the hospital, the restaurant, the bank. So you have to choose the job at the airport, what I need to study to do that job. I will study blah blah blah. So I say English to be a teacher at school. What I will do in this job, I will teach grammar rules, pronunciation, listening, reading, writing. I will guide students. Why I choose this job? Because I want to be a teacher, because I love students. I love speaking the language. My future goals in 5 years means I will be a doctor. It's not only one job. You can be whatever you want. So remember in this that we have many job opportunities. This topic is very important because you have to prepare yourself to do the best. So remember that we have different expressions to talk about your job. Formal greetings, you may say, why do you want this job? If you are interviewer, if you are applicant, so mention your reasons why you want to get the job, what job you are applying for. So take in consideration this question and answer according to be fluent when you are being interviewed by the interviewed, and the applicant has to answer clearly with arguments and reasons. So see you for now. Just check the rubric now. Poster content, use of English, grammar, vocabulary, pronunciation, fluency, presentation skill. So I to get the 20 points from here. See you. Thank you so much for paying attention. See you next class with the role play presentation.